No doubt you will be surprised to hear that reconciliation did not work. My daughter's birthday was on the weekend, and so my wife posted an announcement on Facebook. Her AP commented on the post. This prompted 2 days worth of texting between him and my wife. She did inform me that he texted but would only give a vague description of the content of their messaging and said that it was only 1 or 2 messages. She would tell me he is asking how old our daughter is, etc. However, she is once again carrying her phone around the house with her now for 2 days and answering incoming texts instantly, just as she was back in the summer during her affair. She still has not given me her phone, but she doesn't know that I was able to guess her PIN number. She is very predictable in her choices of passcodes. Things started to get flirty and they started to reference what had gone on between them before. Nothing too clear in terms of a smoking gun. During this conversation, he indicated that he was at home Monday and Tuesday due to the weather being very poor here and him working outside. On Monday night she decides to dye her hair after the kids went to bed. I thought this strange since she had just done it before Christmas and it really wasn't that bad. In addition, she is back to working from home, so who is there to impress? She was in the bathroom for well over an hour late at night doing this and other grooming. I went to bed at 11:30 p.m. and asked if I could come in to wash up before bed. She said no and passed my toothbrush out through a crack in the door. I asked her what she is doing in there for so long and she coyly says, "I'm getting ready for you." Right. Sure. AP has tomorrow off, and so I immediately put that together with her spending an hour or more in the bathroom grooming. So Tuesday, before I leave for work, I reset the trip odometer in her car so that I could easily determine whether she went anywhere during the day. She's in her usual sweats in front of the computer as I leave. During the day she texts me and says that she is taking a nap at lunchtime. I come home from work and find that she has changed during the day into a low-cut shirt and put on a bunch of makeup. I ask her what's with the boob shirt and she deflects the question. I thought maybe she might have changed to take our son to his activity tonight since she hangs out at a nearby bar while he is engaged, but instead, after supper, she goes and puts on a different long-sleeve sweatshirt. So why the boob shirt during the day? I look at the car, and sure enough, there are 5.5 kilometers on the trip counter. In asking about her day, she hasn't mentioned going anywhere. I thought maybe they went for lunch since a certain restaurant is 2.5 kilometers away plus an extra 5 kilometers to pick AP up. Yes, he lives that close to use, 7-minute walk. Turns out, I was slightly wrong. Instead of lunch she went and picked up tea and went to his house, watched TV and had sex. At last, vindication. Frankly, I don't even feel that hurt. I had such low hopes anyway based on her lack of remorse, blame shifting, and lying. I feel a sense of relief, that I am not, in fact, crazy. I gave it my best effort, and then she goes and does this. It is over, well, and truly over. She had asked me this weekend, what do I need to do in order for you not to divorce me? That's easy, I said, don't invite other men into our relationship. 2 days later, and here we are. I don't even think it is worth confronting her at this point. I don't want to tell her how I know all this. I am going to hang tight for a couple of days, and then on Friday, after work, I will go to a friend's house and stay there until at least Monday. I will text her my intentions Friday afternoon. I don't want to even give her a chance to drip her poison into my ear. I will probably block her so she can't even reach me at all. I am thinking also to inform her mother, father and sister. So far her sister and father know about the situation, but only from her side, where she says it was all just online, a fantasy and nothing more. I would like to say something to the effect of, I'm sorry to inform you, but name / has been lying him on Tuesday and had sex with him despite our attempts to reconcile. I will be initiating a divorce. Thank you for welcoming me into your family and for your many past kindnesses. Please support her and the kids through whatever follows. Have a nice life. So far no one has heard a peep from me about this situation, and so I would like to challenge her control of the narrative a little bit, especially with those who are closest to us. At least I can say I tried. I was sincerely trying, despite my lack of optimism, and even she said to me and to some of her friends that things were getting better. And then she goes and does it all over again. Whatever responsibility I felt for my wife's affair previously, I can no longer feel since I committed myself to reconciliation and she, clearly, did not. This time it is most definitely on her, and I am done. There will be no further efforts on her behalf by me. She has amply demonstrated that she is simply not worth it. Update, I couldn't hold it in anymore. I had to tell her. She went out with a friend on Sunday afternoon and texted me while she was out. She told me that she had been in contact with AP and wanted to let me know, for transparency's sake. I texted back that she was uninterested in transparency, that I was done and would be moving into the basement. I hinted at what I knew, and told her that she was free to do whatever she wanted on her lunch breaks. She got home and took the kids to Grandpa's and came back. I really did not want the conversation at all and should have left the house. I had tried to get away from her, but she kept pushing me back as I tried to get around her. I locked myself in another room and she harangued me from the other side for 2 hours. She would not admit to anything that I didn't already tell her that I knew, so the story kept changing. At first it was no, I didn't go anywhere at lunch, then it was yes, I did, I took tea, etc. I ended up telling her that I knew exactly what they did. But she is still insisting that she didn't have sex with him. She had her period, true, she doesn't do anal, not true, and all that grooming was for me. Indeed. I heard everything though, and I told her. Apparently, the slurping sound is the two of them drinking tea, and the moaning and groaning is just his asthma. And when he says what would he say if he knew you were here sucking my, and her responding oh he wouldn't be happy, was just a continuation of their fantasy talk. She is the sort who would say it's not what it looks like if I walked into the room while they were engaged in the act. In fact, she said it's not what it sounds like at one point. Anyway, I told her I need space. She would not accept that unless I deleted the evidence. I needed the argument to end, and that was the only way it was going to. So I made a show of deleting some random files on a USB stick. She is very upset today and has been trying to suck me back in and telling me she's oh so sorry she screwed up by going over there, but that she didn't do anything while there. She deleted his contact info and gave me all her passwords this morning and has been texting me nonstop. She is a steamroller and will not accept my decision to end things. It's like I haven't got a right to exercise my own agency in this relationship. I mean, I just can't even. I am blown away by this, but I guess I probably shouldn't be surprised by this at all. I just want to disappear. Update, my wife is beginning to use her diagnosis of depersonalization disorder as a tool to manipulate me into staying in the relationship. I take this as her latest manipulation and an attempt at evading responsibility for her actions. Can anyone with any experience with this disorder, whether you have had it, or known someone with it, tell me how this disorder squares with infidelity? Does it cause it, or are people with it more prone to infidelity? Are they less in control of their actions? I just don't buy it. My wife has carried on her activities for 6 months and seemingly with premeditated full control. She says she doesn't really understand what is happening, yet at the same time, she is telling her friends exactly what is happening. Anyway, I have no intention of swallowing this. Are mental health issues an excuse for cheating? Somehow I doubt it. The unfortunate thing is that while I am grey rocking to the best of my abilities, I am still stuck in the house with her, which leaves me open to her manipulations. Last time she tried to pass this off on me, she literally sat on me to hold me down and prevent me leaving.